Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the new lesson Microorganism, Friend and Foe. We are going to cover the following topic in this lesson. What are microorganisms? Friendly microorganism, harmful microorganism, food preservation, nitrogen fixation, and nitrogen cycle. Today we are going to introduce ourselves with microorganism. I am going to ask you a question. Can you name the organism found in and around your house? Yes, your answer will be plants, animals, and humans. But there are some organisms that are so small in size and cannot be seen with the naked eye. Such organisms are called as microorganisms or microbes. Some microbes are visible under a magnifying glass, example bread mold. Others can be seen with the help of a microscope, bacteria. Where do these microorganisms live? Microorganisms are omnipresent. They can live in all kinds of environment ranging from ice cold climate to hot springs and deserts to marshy lands. They are found in air, water and in and on the bodies of animals including humans. In our body, there are 250 types of bacteria. Bacterial cell present in and on our body is 100% more than our body cells. That is about 1000 trillions of bacteria. All organisms, whether plants, animals, or microorganisms, are made up of cells. A cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism. We can compare cells to the bricks of a wall. As bricks are building blocks to make a wall, cells are building blocks to form an organism. Based on number, organisms can be divided into two types, unicellular and multicellular organisms. An organism that consists of a single cell are called unicellular organism. Example, protozoa and bacteria. An organism that consists of many cells are called multicellular organism. Example, plants and animals. Though cells may differ in size and shape, all of them have some basic structure. The main parts of any cell are the outermost covering of a cell called cell membrane, jelly-like substance present within the cell membrane called cytoplasm, and nucleus, a prominent spherical body present in the cytoplasm. Now, you can see two types of cell in this slide, eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cells. Look at the eukaryotic cell picture. You can see their well-defined nucleus surrounded by a nuclear membrane and genetic material DNA suspended in it and is present. Membrane enclosed organelles are also present there. The organisms that have such type of cells are called eukaryotes. Example, all organisms other than bacteria and blue-green algae. Now look at the prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell does not have a well-defined nucleus. The genetic material, that is DNA, is scattered in the cytoplasm. You can look at the picture and see there the DNA is scattered in the cytoplasm. Membrane-bound organelles are also absent. Organisms that have such type of cells are called prokaryotes. Example, bacteria and blue-green algae. Microorganisms can be classified into 5 groups: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and viruses. Briefly, we are going to know about these groups. Bacteria. Bacteria are the most abundant and oldest organism on our planet. They are unicellular and prokaryotic. Unicellular, then they are made up of single cell. Prokaryotic means they don't have a well-defined nucleus. Depending on shapes, they are grouped into spherical shaped cocci, streptococcus, example, rod shaped bacilli, example, lactobacillus, spiral shaped spirilla, example, spirilla minus, coma shaped vibrio cholerae. Next, we are going to see the structure of a bacteria. The bacterial cell varies from 0.2 to 100 microns in size. What is micron? Micron is a unit to measure the microorganism. What micron is equal to 1,000th of millimeter. Now, look at the structure of a bacteria. You can see a rigid cell wall surrounded by a proteinaceous covering called the capsule. The nuclear material in a bacterium is not bound by a nuclear membrane but is found scattered in the cytoplasm. It has fimbriae or pilus, which are hair-like structure which help in attaching to the surface. Some bacteria may have whip-like locomotory structures like flagella or cilia instead. Next, fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic. Eukaryotic meaning the cells which have a well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound organelles, and non-motile organism. Non-motile means they cannot move from its place. Most of the fungi are multicellular, example mushroom. Some are unicellular or filamentous yeast. Fungi lack chlorophyll, hence cannot perform photosynthesis, so they are heterotrophic in nutrition. Fungi has a cell wall. Fungi usually grows in a place which are moist and warm enough to support. Example, mushroom, mold and yeast. Next, algae. Algae are primitive plant-like organisms, range in size from microscopic single-celled organism to large seaweeds. Mostly aquatic, exist freely in water. Examples, Chlamydomonas, or exist in colonies. Example, volvox, or in filamentous form. Example, Spirochaera. Chlorophyll is present, and so they are autotrophic in nutrition. They can prepare their own food. They are eukaryotic. They have a well-defined nucleus. You can see a well-defined nucleus in a Chlamydomonas also. Picture, if you look at the picture of Chlamydomonas, you can see a well-defined nucleus there. So they are eukaryotic. Example, Volvox, Chlamydomonas, and Spirochaera. Protozoa. Protozoa are primitive animal-like organisms living in water bodies. Protozoa are unicellular, eukaryotic microorganisms lacking of cell wall. They exhibit mainly two forms of life, free living and parasitic. Most of them are heterotrophic in nutrition and feed on other microorganisms present in the water. Some are parasitic except Euglena, which is autotrophic. Example, amoeba, Euglena and Paramecium. Viruses. Virus is a subject of ongoing debate and proposals. Viruses is a submicroscopic in size, which can be seen with the help of electron microscope. They differ from other microorganisms as they reproduce only inside the cells of living hosts like plants, animals, and bacteria. They show no sign of life outside the living cell, so they are hard to classify as living or non-living. Viruses are not cells, they are strands of genetic material within a protective coat called capsid. You can see the picture of influenza virus, which is similar to the coronavirus. Thank you.